Are you currently using TickTick? Are you wondering if TickTick Premium is worth it? Today we're going to try and answer that question. We're going to go over most of the features that TickTick Premium offers. I'll give you my personal insight on whether I think the feature is useful or not, and whether you might think it's useful or not. And at the end of this video, we'll decide, is TickTick Premium worth it? Hello, I'm Joshua Best. Okay, so one of the biggest premium features is going to be the calendar. And so to get to the calendar, it's going to be the second icon over here on the left side, calendar view. So this is a premium feature. You'll notice that this calendar is currently blank. And so what you can do is over here on the right side, you'll see your tasks. And if you don't see the tasks, basically you can hit the top icon. And that will either open that panel or close that panel. So if I open it back up, basically I can see a mini calendar over here. And by default, I can filter which tasks I see. So I could, if I wanted to, I could view all. Or I could view just the inbox or my work or my personal. But right now I've got it filtered just on that YouTube folder. If I want to go ahead and fill out my calendar, I'll hit that second icon over there on the right side. And that allows me to drag and drop my tasks. And again, this can also be filtered. You can just hit the drop down to view your different lists. Or you could filter by tag if you want to. So if I want to see my different tags, and I've got my tag set up for this YouTube demonstration based on my projects. So I have, you'll see YT Project 5, YT Project Blue, and YT Project Titan. Those are kind of my sample tags I've got. I'm going to head back to my list. So let's say I just want to start dragging these tasks over and filling out my week. So let's say compare spreadsheets. I'm going to start doing that tomorrow morning, so maybe 9 a.m. I just drag it over there. Okay, and what I can do is compare the spreadsheet's going to take probably, maybe it'll take 2 hours, right? So I can drag that over. Maybe I want to look at the timeline for Project Titan. And that might take an hour. Okay, so another thing I want to show you is the third icon over here on the right side are view options. So one of the options is colors, and right now we have the colors based on the lists. And since all of our tasks are coming from the same list, they're all blue, and it's not that helpful. But let's say I want to view our colors based on tags. And since my tags are projects, I can see that I kind of got a mix of different projects going on. So let me click on a task and see which project is which. So I've got Project 5 is yellow. So I can see for Project 5, I'm working a little bit on Tuesday, a little bit on Wednesday, and also on Friday. Project Titan is green, so it looks like I'm working a little bit on Tuesday and a lot on Wednesday. But maybe with this view, I can maybe rearrange my schedule in a better way. Maybe I want to work on one project per day. So maybe if I want to work on Project 5 on Tuesday, I can say, well, let's drag this out of here. Okay, so now I've rearranged my calendar, and I can clearly see based on the color of the task that Tuesday's mostly dedicated to my Project 5, Wednesday's dedicated to Project Titan, and Thursday is dedicated to Project Blue. And I think this is a good feature to use. Now personally, I don't use time blocking, and I don't really use the calendar feature. So if you're asking for how I personally use TickTick, I honestly don't get a lot of use out of this. But if you do like time blocking and you like a visual aspect of seeing the different colors of the different tags or the different lists, and it's much easier for you to schedule your week out, this might be a good feature for you. Okay, so one of the next premium features is the customizable filters. So let me demonstrate that to you. I'm going to click back to the task view. And down towards the bottom is the filters. And you can hit the plus button to bring up a new filter. And right away at the top, you'll see that there's two methods. There's the normal method and there's the advanced method. So if I'm using the normal method, let's call this YT filter 1. So I can pick a list. I can use all my lists, or I can use a selected number of lists. I'm going to pick YouTube. Which tags do I want? So maybe I only want a specific tag. I'm going to pick all tags. Which dates? Maybe I'm only looking at today and let's say tomorrow. And I can also select different priorities that I'm interested in, keywords, and also if I'm looking at all types of tasks or just notes. And then I can preview. So this brings up a little preview of what my filter is going to look like with the way my tasks are sitting right now. And so if that looks good to me, I can go ahead and hit the save button, or not, I can hit cancel. All right, so taking a look at the advanced side of things, basically to get started, you look at the, you click on the filter, and it asks you which of these do you want to filter on first. You know, you can filter on your lists, you can filter by priority, date. I'm going to go with list, and I'm going to pick YouTube. So one of the things you'll notice up here towards the top, there's a or, which is highlighted in green right now, or a not. And so if I click not, I can say exclude everything from this list. And that's one way it gives you a little more flexibility. Or basically says, let me select the inbox also, for example. So now it says the task is going to reside either in inbox or YT list 1. So that's cool. That gives you some flexibility. I'm going to unselect inbox and go ahead and hit save. The next thing you do is you click on logic. So now you say and, or you can choose or. So I can say it resides in my YT list 1, or maybe it's a priority high. I'm going to make this and I'm going to say this is due today or tomorrow. So now I got it resides in YT list 1 and it's due today or tomorrow. And again, I can hit the preview button and it shows me my list, and I can hit save if I want to go ahead and save that. So if I save it this time, you'll see it shows up. If I expand my filters over here on the left side, I now have YT filter 1, and it shows me the task that it showed me in the preview. And so that's a cool premium feature, and it allows you a little more flexibility on how you view your tasks. And I think this is a good feature. I do use this feature, and I think it adds a lot to your ability to filter and see your tasks in the way that's necessary for your workflow. Okay, so another feature that's a premium feature in TickTick is the ability to see task activities. And I'm going to change the size of my window so that you guys can see where I'm navigating to. And I'm not hidden behind my picture. So if I want to look at a particular task and see what's happened during that task's lifespan, I can do that with this TickTick Premium feature. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this completed task I have down here. And if I want to see exactly what happened, I can click the 3 dots menu down here, and I can say task activities. And with TickTick Premium, it shows me exactly what happened. So it says Joshua Best created the task 34 minutes ago. He also changed the time, and the time is now November 10th, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then he changed the time again. And then finally you can see Joshua Best completed the task just 1 minute ago. So so here you can kind of see what went on with that particular task within its lifespan. And so personally, I don't use this feature all the time. I mean, I'm not constantly going in and checking task activities on all my tasks. I do think it's nice though, to be able to see what happened with the task. So if you have any question about what happened with it, you have that capability to go in and take a look. So I do think it's a good feature. All right, let me go ahead and expand my window again. So another functionality that TickTick Premium gives you is the ability to add reminders to your checkbox lists. So within the description of a particular task, you can click the checklist icon over here on the right side, and you can add your checklist items. So checklist item 1, checklist item 2. And this is all available on the free version as well. But what's not available is the ability to add reminders to these. So if I want to be reminded of checklist item number 2, with the premium version, I can hit the clock over here to say set reminder. and I can say, well, I want to be reminded tomorrow at 12 p.m. So at noon tomorrow, remind me of checklist item number 2 on this particular task. Do I use this feature? No. To be honest, I don't use a lot of checklists in general, and I don't use a lot of reminders in general. But again, it is nice to have, so on to the next one. Okay, another feature that Premium TickTick gives you is the ability to set a premium theme. So I'm going up to my profile picture, clicking theme, and I get the ability to add any of these cool premium themes. This doesn't do a lot for me. I'm more of a minimalist type of guy when it comes to desktop wallpapers, themes. I usually go with the dark theme for most of my apps. I'm using the dark theme on my personal TickTick, so premium themes doesn't do much for me. Not a great feature. I don't feel like that adds a lot to TickTick Premium. All right, so I've pulled up the TickTick website that shows all of the features that are available with TickTick Premium. I did want to share with you that they are available, even though I'm not going to demonstrate them today. Most of these are available on mobile only. So things like calendar widgets, estimated POMO, premium white noises, and quick ball for Android. I don't use any of these things, but I did want to share with you that they are there. And when you get TickTick Premium, you'll also get these features. But I did want to share with you the one thing that probably is the number one reason why I have TickTick Premium. Out of all the features that we've already discussed, this is probably the best part of TickTick Premium. So it's the create more, achieve more. And basically, let me just click the no more link. Basically, the free version limits you to the number of lists you can have and the number of tasks you can have. And the premium gives you just a little bit more. So the 9 lists is probably doable for most people. And it's probably doable for me. But sometimes I like to reorganize things, and maybe I have a few more lists. And I don't want to be limited to the 9 lists. That's probably the number one thing. 99 tasks, I could probably get away with. I don't think I generally have more than 99 tasks. The attachments, the 1 attachment per day for the free version is a little limiting. That's probably another thing that I use more than 1 attachment per day sometimes. There are some days where I don't use any attachments, but there are some days where I may upload maybe 3 or 4 or more attachments to one or more tasks. So that's another thing that I use on the TickTick Premium. So today we went over most of the premium features that TickTick offers. And the question we asked ourselves was, is TickTick Premium worth it? And let me start by saying, TickTick Free is probably more than enough for most people. Especially if you're not using more than 9 lists, or if you're not uploading more than 1 attachment in a day. The other key piece of functionality that's missing from TickTick Free is the calendar functionality. So if you use the calendar, you like time blocking, that might be a reason for you to upgrade to TickTick Premium. For me personally, I could probably get away with TickTick Free. But I don't like to be restricted by the number of tasks, and I don't like to be restricted by the number of attachments I can upload in a day. But let me end with this. One of the things that we should always consider when deciding if a premium version of an application is worth it is, do we want to support the development of that application? Do we want to support the development of new features and new functionality? With TickTick, for example, do we want to support the developers in continuing to improve the product, bringing us things like the Eisenhower matrix that just came out? If the answer is yes to those questions, then we want to sign up for the premium version because we want to support them. And with TickTick, for $2.79 per month, to me that's more than reasonable to support the development of it. And to me, that's probably the number one reason why you should sign up for a premium version of an application, is if you like the application enough that you want to continue supporting the development of it. Well, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.